Alright, hitting up more Monster Train 2. And I don't have any curse seeds, so we'll just hit it. Proto Heart Cage. Orakai, Test Subject Alpha. Yeah, this is pretty good. Don't even have a hard Flesh Weaver to deal with. We do have the hard Strixen Hollow. That'll probably be the only hard fight this fight. So we'll see. Go the incant route. I've moved more and more away from the mix route. I do think I generally just will always take the other two in most cases. None of these are amazing. I could see with some situations the Life Insurer being a downside. Early Talisman is usable, certainly with the Test Subject Alpha. That might just be the call. Of course, you know, Life Insurer does make every single unit into a miniature makeshift golem, but I'm trying to think that I'm probably being facetious saying that Bloated Whelp could be harmed from that, because, you know, if they get, well, I don't know, I just don't care about Bloated Whelp, I guess. It would help Test Subject Alpha in the early game, but so would Talisman. You know, if I can get a reanimate stack, it adds quite a lot to it. I mean, 14, that's quite a lot more than 5/5 actually. So I guess we'll just take this. I feel like the Wandering Talisman should give like a permanent 1/1 on resolve or something like that. That would be a lot more interesting. Then you could actually, you know, do something with it. It'd change your gameplay pattern a little bit, because a 5/5, it's only going to be relevant in the first couple rings, and then past that, you're never going to build around a Wandering Talisman, you know. Like, who cares about a 5/5 when I got 500 health tanks to deal with in the late game? But, you know, if I can actually greed myself into only running one unit on floors, and I get an early Talisman, then a 1/1 permanent actually sounds A, more fun, and B, actually something I would take. Titan Skin 1. Yeah, I mean, there's no problem there. It is Heavenly Toll, but I think we should give ourselves, you know what, we can go bottom. It's fine. There's Orakai is tanky enough. That guy will be dying. I probably should have put that guy up there. Alright. That's fine. Probably one reanimate's all I really need here. I don't want to take any damage. I definitely want to beat the boss. I'm thinking like 5 damage may not be enough to kill the boss though, even with the reanimate, so maybe I should just do this now. That way those die. And then I need to put this in so that I can get damage on my my dude, and if I can get red, I want red. We're gonna have 2 secret ingredients coming up. Alright, we got red, perfect. So we'll just hold red for now. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever, it's fine. Alright, we took 1 damage, probably didn't even maybe need to take that damage, but it's okay. Twisted Sense pretty good with Test Subject Alpha. Potion Kit just sort of solid. Explosive Reaction could be good. All of these are good here. I mean, I still don't love Twisted Assistant though, because it's like the impact isn't that much immediately. Sure, I can get Trample, but the Rage Gain I'm more interested in with my Sweeper. I know that Trample interacts really well with the Sweeper, but to some degree, if I'm going to run Orakai on the same floor, there is some anti-synergy there. And the Incant Path of Orakai is so strong. And I don't even know if I'll use Test Subject Alpha in the long run, whereas both these cards will always be used no matter what I do. Whether I build around an Alpha, or whether I build around an Orakai and ditch the Alpha. Leaning toward the Potion Kit just because the Calcified Ember is here on the Explosive Reaction. Explosive Reaction would mainly be used on my own unit, but I don't need that much when I got the Incant Path locked in. Let's take the Potion Kit. So this is either Skip or Lava Flow. I mean, Pyroborn Commons aren't too good. These are 3 that I really don't think are that good. They can be okay, but I think you only take them if you really need some early game help, and I don't know that we necessarily need that. Just delays me getting to better cards, I think. Much rather see like an Alchemy or something like that. So very often I will go Merchant of Magic early on here, but especially with the Life Insurer, very tempted to do that. Pyroborn unit is typically going to do, it'd be better, I think, than the Lazarus here. I mean, to some degree, we don't benefit that much from the Merchant of Magic. We don't have double stack. We don't have consumer move being good here, but we're always looking for spell chain on the secret ingredient. I suppose if only spell chain is good though right now, to be honest. So I am thinking maybe we just go left here. Like if I don't get spell chain, it's just cost reductions, and that's not that good. I may just want to hit this Merchant of Arms. Yeah, we'll go left here. I need something else at that Merchant of Magic for it to be good. Dualism and Smidgestone. Okay. Yes. Well, honestly, I don't need multi-strike on the Reforming Ooze. Now I kind of wish I took the Trample card, but that's okay. I think, honestly, it's weird to do this, but I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to go Dualism here and reroll. Put Reanimate on it. That's 4 Reanimate. That's pretty good. That thing will be perma-scaling pretty hard. And also, you know, Life Insure. Pretty much locks in things here. So change of plans. We're going to move you here, you here. I guess you can go there. You can has that. Do that. Want to try to hopefully get as many of these reanimates as we can into the boss with the see, this is, by the way, kind of the Life Insurer is kind of a catch-22 here. Could also put the spikes on. I think we just do this. Oh, I forgot I had this. Whoops. Well, we don't want to do anything more here because we want as many of these deaths to happen as possible. But yeah, the catch-22 is that I'm going to reanimate less because of that. But in this case, it's good that we had it. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have won this fight without taking damage. We still reanimated quite a lot there. He's already up to 43 attack. And we got a Twisted Assistant. I mean, that's pretty good. But this thing will be probably up to, I don't know, 200-300 attack. The problem is very often if it does devolve into a just stack, you know, reanimate and unstable on Ooze thing, we wouldn't care about having an assistant, and we would actually want the Forevermore Serum in that case. Honestly, I'm tempted just to do the Forevermore Serum. Explosive Reaction as well. I mean, all these are good. The difference between Lazarus commons and Pyreborn commons is kind of massive. Like, almost every common for Lazarus is good to great. And here we have, I would say, two great ones with Forevermore Serum and Explosive Reaction. And Assistant is good, but I think it is great in this deck. We can either put it on the Sweeper or we can put it on the Ooze. The problem is the Twisted Assistant is more like late game, because right now I really don't need it. I don't need the Rage Scaling, and I do not need the Trample. So Forevermore Serum kind of just helps me stack better and set me up more toward a gameplay that I might want to do. Same thing with Explosive Reaction. You know, Explosive Reaction allows me to get more reanimates because I'll have the unstable, and the 14 armor will not matter. I will just be dying every turn extra. And then to some degree though, it's I don't know, it's a Merchant Magic situation. I think Explosive Reaction opens up double stack, but Forevermore Serum opens up double stack and Consumer Move at a Merchant of Magic, which I think we're pretty inclined to hit here. And then maybe here's pretty good too. And then we got not many hell vents on this map, and they're minimal hell vents, and they're at the end, but that's okay. We may just want to hell vent the Ooze late when it's stacked up. Either way, I think the Forevermore Serum is the best call here, and definitely Alchemy. Alchemy is like the only good common card for Pyreborn in my opinion, and it's very good. So we don't need to go left for Pyre Health. We already saw several Pyre Healths that we're probably hitting, and the Merchant of Arms probably doesn't do much for us other than the Reanimate Slay Reaper Scythe thing would be good. Reanimate based rooms could be okay, but they do kind of work. Yeah, they're alright. The reanimate rooms would be alright. Whereas if I go to the right, I really don't need to do anything with the steel unless I want to do stuff with the alpha. I already put the upgrades on the unit that I can build around. So I still, even though I don't need the health, I might still go left. I probably don't need a Pyreborn unit. The steel could be good if I specifically get Guildmonger and Endless. Or Reanimate. I mean, Guildmonger's very good with what it can do. I mean, the problem though is like then I have to figure out who am I going to put Reanimate on, Ooze or that. I think since Ooze already wants to die, it's pretty hard for me, especially with the Life Insure, to do Guildmonger. So I think I will just go left. Both sides have full brick potential, but there's more upside on the left since I really don't have much upside at the Merchant of Steel. And the only unit that I would want is Awkward. Mind Cage, not so good here. I mean, I could merge it with the Potion Kit. It's not horrible, but it's still not great. Combustion Suit is actually pretty good on the Test Subject Alpha, but again, I just don't think I'm going to be using that card. Let's take a look here. Ho 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 ho. And wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that's why we dualize, baby. Reanimate 10. Well, we can do anything we want now at this point. I still don't want these, I think. Boiler room's fine. Honestly, I could do the carapace as well, and just put that on the test subject alpha room. It seems solid. Does seem solid. But I could also just deploy the boiler room, which I would very much like to do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to make the boiler room deployable. So we won't play the test subject alpha at the start here because, well, A, we don't have the ember, but B, that we don't want to just immediately have it die. It's unfortunate. I thought this guy would get a hit in, but this guy's right at 25. That's fine, though. We really don't need any more reanimate here. So maybe what I'll do is... I actually probably should have put this in front, but I want to clear out space here. And then same story here. I guess I'll just do this. Probably should have put the rage up here. Since everything costs so much here, I'll just get my ember immediately. Why do you have to have 4 attack? I don't want to take 5 damage if I can help it. It's weird, but the way we're going to do this is like that. I should do this. I'll take 1 damage. It's fine. Alright, we gotta get some stuff going here. Alright, looking good. I'm glad I got that boiler room out. Oh, it's an AoE corruption, that's right. Trying to figure, I mean, I have some corruption, so I will die twice. Oh no, that's not true. The armor, I won't die twice from corruption. So I got 5 mass, so that could be enough corruption, I think. Well, not all the corruption's gone here. I'm just trying to think. I don't want to make myself too powerful that I don't get these reanimate stacks, but I think we could just do this. This is fine. Oh yeah, we're... Alright, that's good. See how much we get down to here. Should have just played the first card. I didn't need to play that other card. left a lot of reanimate on the table. Definitely just Mix-a-Lot, unless I think I can get away with Devilish Details. I really don't take that card pretty much ever. 8 fire damage is a ridiculous price to pay, but I don't know. We are going to a lot of Pyre Health nodes on the map, and I only have the Alchemy right now, which is, you know, not enough on its own. Mix-a-Lot is just so fun, though. But because we just never use Devilish Details, I think this is probably the time we do it. I mean, I'm going to get Pyre Health here. This Pyre Means doesn't really matter, though, because I'm already at full Pyre Health. We are probably going to get that one, though. We want that Merchant of Magic, and then we're going to get that one. Final one we won't get, but that's fine. By that point, we won't care, probably. And I may even have some Holy Stones by then. I think we can try it. Hydra Arm Horror, I really like that card. This is probably not the deck for it. Yeah, it is not the deck for that. I mean, we could make it work, but I already have enough other awkward stuff going on. I could take the Meat Hook, but right now I'm really thinking draw upgrade makes this a lot of sense since we have the Boiler Room. So then we'll just skip these. Intrinsic and Holdover. Alright, well, BT Blade is really good on Alpha, so there's a lot of routes you can go on this run already that I'm seeing, but I think for our purposes, the Organ Harvester makes more sense. Just go with the Ooze. I mean, I can run an Alpha any day, but Ooze only comes by so often. I just don't think any of these are really worth my upgrades here. We just roll this. Alright, Spell Chain's fine. Unfortunately, it came at like pretty high gold cost. So, you know, that sucks. Could do it here. Then I get 6 from that. Right now I only get 5 eggs. But that's so much pyre damage. I think we just do this. It really sucks I'm like 5 gold short here. I mean, if I would have thought that out, I would have been open to just selling that for 10 and getting that. But it's okay, we'll hit this Merchant of Magic. We don't have dupes till later, so it's not that big of a punish. It'd be a bigger punish if I had a dupe coming up. Alright, we like this guy. He can give us Corruption, which in turns makes us die easier. This is annoying. We'll have to come back to that. These are the type of fights where, I mean, the Boiler Room will still be good, but there are some of these type of fights where it doesn't end up seeming as good. I think we're fine putting some Rage here so we can actually get some slays. I don't get a slay right now, so I think I'll hold it for now. I don't know what to do with that, really. Put these down because I can just use the ability later. Alright. Definitely want that. Definitely want that. That. It's 120. I only need so much rage. But let's make it stick here. I also don't want to get, you know, maybe too powerful. 165 should be good. Plus we're dualism, so we get double slay. Now we want to stack regen from here on out. Or reanimate, sorry. Could do this. Does limit our... We don't really need to do that. Not yet, at least. Could do this here, I suppose. Just get these out of here. I'm a little worried here that I'm going to be too powerful, actually, for the boss. I mean, I don't have to worry that much. Let's get the reanimate in now so I don't have to... I think I just want to incant the boss as much as possible. That way I can, like, kill my backline or something. Okay, we do this, of course. That'll have to do. Yeah. Can we give this to the enemy? Could do this. That helps me die, potentially. Alright, we got down to 6. That's pretty good. Probably don't need these. I don't see why I would. I mean, there's definitely some good cards there had I gone and focused around Alpha, but we just don't need it. Sacrificial Chamber, probably not. I don't think it beats out Boiler Room. Could do the Wealthy Whelp. Just doesn't make necessarily that much money, but if I'm getting 5 horde a lot of these times, it is 25 gold every other 2 turns. I guess it's alright. I think we could take the Wealthy Whelp. Well, these don't really do anything for me. I know I have a whelp, but I don't care about that. I'll just take this in case I can get better egg generation at some point. I have literally no pyre gel, though. Go either way here. Probably the right, though, for sure. Shattered Halo would make Tome of Horrors and Reanimation Spike happen almost certainly. I think we're fine with that. And if I can afford this, sure. Yep, looks like we can. Those are an incredible set of 3 artifacts, in my opinion, that we just got. This has synergy with the Ember Staff. To some degree, not really, but... Consume... We do have a few consume cards. We got 1, 2, 3... Where's the third one? That one. We got 3 cards. I will pretty much want to play them every fight, so that's 75 gold a fight. Then again, I already have the Moneymaker. I'm definitely not taking that crap. I mean, this... Even though this could be insane, you've seen it before, you'll see it again. I'm tired of the second phase of this just always breaking for me, and on principle, I will never take it if I don't have to. I feel like the Perkio might be, like... I mean, I'm going to be looting Horde, and... You know, now I actually get 8 Horde a turn, assuming I... Well, I don't really, because this thing gives me 8... Yeah, what am I doing? This thing gives me 8 damage. Well, that was stupid. I can just not play this. And if I'm gonna not... I mean, I'm inclined to not play it if it looks like I cannot take damage on that fight. And if that's the case, then I shouldn't take York, because then I'm also 25 gold short. I think we just take this. Pretty much always just default to Perkio. We really don't need to test subject Alpha. That's the hardest card for me to play out right now, and then Steward would be next. Probably Pyreballs after that. But the Pyreballs are alright. Enemies with Reanimate is fine. Nothing unstable ain't afraid of. Try not to take damage if we can help it. We can sap ourselves a bit. Could do this with the energy directly back. Looks like we may need to... Okay. That's good. Alright, we haven't taken any damage yet. Aha. Just put you at the top, right? Of course, that didn't earn us any money because I don't have any actual eggs yet. But, you know, it is what it is. Two ways remaining. Well, at least I'll get 10 gold from this next turn. If I can earn 3 by not taking damage versus taking damage, I'll definitely go with the not taking damage route. Let's go this, that. You're dead. Alright. I think we just let that be. Yeah. Do Mix-a-Lot. I think it is positive. I could also do Mind of my own. I mean, if I wouldn't really need it for these fights, but for if I get like a Ring 7 Savagery fight, probably it would be positive. I could argue that Mix-a-Lot still largely will do the same thing though. In most cases, like if I need it to kill a ridiculous tank wave, I can just get Root most of the time, as long as I can prime it. And if I can be pretty sure that I can, because I'm probably going double draw. I got these secret ingredients. I even have excavated embers to help with the consistency. Along with, I can just sit Orakai with that potion kit and only use it when I need it, instead of using it on cooldown. I think I like the Mix-a-Lot. Smelted treasure. I have used that a few times in other runs, but this is obviously not a run where we want that. 5 is such a sad one to loot at. Very tempted just to hold this. I really don't think the minor things are super worth for me. I think I will save it. I'll earn more gold this way anyway with the moneymaker whelp. Remove consume. Kind of want to just do that on alchemy. I mean, it's better than devilish details. So I get 1 less egg. I'm going to bring it down to a 1 cost anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I should just get rid of devilish details. That card just sucks ass. Let's be real. Horrible card. I do want to reroll for the -2. Double stack. But definitely I want to do that. I can double stack here if I want. I should check this first though. Ooh, Richie. Well, the consumer move would have been good there, but that's okay. I don't, I generally want to go to the, I don't know, maybe this late. The thing is, in Monster Train 2, you can still get the ×5 event this late. So priming cards is good, but there's enough events like this too, where it's like maybe I should hit the event before I start going through my awards, because then I would have had a lot more consideration of small gift box. You know, I still probably wouldn't have taken it. Because I don't know. I would even then. Priming cards kind of makes sense, because if I could have got this secret ingredient, Ember reduced before visiting this, it's better, right? Because then I can put it in there. All that being said, do I still want to do the small gift box? Yeah, the double stack on this is not that important. And I believe it was an intrinsic. I wish I would have recalled what the other upgrade was. I'm pretty sure it was an intrinsic. And I could just intrinsic the gift box and do like alchemy and, I don't know, excavate ember and the secret ingredient. And then that can be a good dupe. Even if I don't intrinsic it, that can be a pretty good dupe. Mystery box, usually pretty safe, but since I'm not, I don't know. Mystery box would just still be good, honestly. I am somewhat tempted to do that, but it's maybe less good here since my deck is pretty good. Recycling all of the good cards is a good thing, and small gift box. I am leaning toward this. Can also just do the jack box and then remove something. So we got a lot of units to remove in this deck still. That's less enticing to me. Let's do the small gift box. We'll go alchemy and ingredient. And I think excavate an ember. Since if I can intrinsic it, I want that ember early. Well, it wasn't even intrinsic and I couldn't even afford it. You know what? I still am okay with this, I think. It's a pretty good dupe if I don't want to dupe the slime, which maybe I don't. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of money. I should just buy this. It's not like that good, but what else am I going to spend my money on? Alright, I don't think we care about revenge here. We're going to have a lot of reanimate. Bye-bye, stewards. Thank you for your service. Alright, not the best opener, but it also isn't the worst. Probably good as time as ever to do that. Siphon, huh? Gotta remember not to take any pyro damage if I can help it. I don't think we want to do anything else here. Yeah. Probably want this guy here in this fight. That's pretty good. Definitely going to be making our fair share of money in this fight. Probably don't want to be incanting here, actually, because I don't want them to die super fast. So I'll just play that now. Yeah, they're all dead. Just throw that away. Replay that there. $50, not too shabby. This is probably one of the better moneymaker whelps I'm gonna have. I guess I can throw one here just to kill that thing. Nothing to do there. Oops, forgot to get my money. Shoot. Damn it. Oh, there's 50 gold that I just pointlessly wasted. Toma contracts could get me more gold, but gold's only relevant for one more ring of fighting, so do I really want to do that? Probably not. Scrap for parts, doubt it. Yeah, these are just not good. So much for my friggin' shattered halo, huh? No Toma contracts, no... I mean, granted that one is always rare anyway, but I think I just go another draw. I really don't see why I need anything else than double draw here. Amber Charge would be pretty good, because that's the only turn I really need the Ember. That Abyssal Prism. I mean, why not? I could do the ability one too, but that Abyssal Prism's way more fun. Very much feeling like we don't need... So, I will say Entropy could be a little annoying, but not that much. Like, I've got ways to kill it. The Pyre Ball, probably just keep the Pyre Ball. I can throw some unstable down there, here and there. And then I can just set up mid or top. See if there's anything here that even does anything. I don't think this works with dualism, so I wouldn't mind giving him some health. And I suppose avarice. So, I mean, this thing's at 448 attack. Certainly could dupe it, but I think I only really need to dupe it once. I kind of want to just dupe the small gift box. That's doing more for me right now. That was kind of the whole point of getting the small gift box anyway. 1 second. Alright. I felt like I was going to pass out for a bit there. Joy of health. But anyway, reanimate 2 should be fine. This will be a good, I mean, it's a little annoying, because it's probably going to be harder in this fight, but definitely a good test to see if we can, make all this silent stuff work. No sense playing him yet. I thought that thing would die twice. There we go. That ought to work. Not a whole lot of reanimate there, but that's okay. We've had quite a lot of reanimate in previous rings, so we're due some bad RNG to some degree. Alright, as long as that's all dying, can do this. It's going to be that stuff there. We're probably just going to have to spam cards when that other thing comes out. Or in this, yeah, because we need alright, we're going to do that there. Yeah, looks like they're fine. Could do this, it's probably fine. Get more reanimates here. Am I like allergic to finding green at the moment? Alright, he's dying. Still might just want to play that. And throw these away. Definitely gotta get rid of devilish details. They're all dying. Still will do this though. I think we want to maybe get some big time rage going here. Should put that damage on the other guy actually. Might have to put the rage on the guy in the very back. Actually, here, let's do this. Put the rage here. Yeah, and I'll just root that guy, I guess. There we go. Alright, that's a kill. There's our Tome of Horrors. Honestly, at this point, it's not even that good. I mean, I have the magic, though. I think we take it. It could be good. I mean, Tune and Fork would technically be pretty good here, but I don't need Ember, so I'll just take this. Spikes is alright. It's a really bad artifact, but yeah, it'd be a lot better if it actually worked on Reanimate, which I feel like should be the point of that thing, but, you know, maybe it's too redundant with the electricity room. Breath of Heaven is horrible. My random thought for Breath of Heaven, and this will probably never get implemented, but I would just rework it entirely. I could still play off the name Breath of Heaven. My idea is that it would spawn an enemy in the back of every wave, but that enemy has no attack. It's basically like a healer for on the enemy side, but it heals your units. So my thought is like, well, if you keep it alive, it can actually help you heal your own side. But then also it's an extra unit, so if you have like perma-scaling or harvest triggers, stuff like that, siphon, whatever, at that point you can utilize it for that as well. So I would take it here and there. It still wouldn't be necessarily maybe an amazing artifact, but as it stands, like, why would I ever take this artifact, you know? It just doesn't make any sense. Jack Strips doesn't really help us. I think it kind of hurts us to some degree, I would say. So I won't take it. Random graft unit doesn't help me either. That helps. I guess the graft unit is no downside though, since I have that. So in that regard, I guess I'll take it. Alright, we can just remove consume on this, or we could do it here. But it's kind of overkill here. I think it's better here. And we could wait for a double stack, or I could just do this. Intrinsic on... Just do that. Not that I want it intrinsic necessarily. But what I do want is it cost reduced. So that's kind of the deal there. Searched on one of them. Holdover. I really don't need any of these to be held over. Let's just do this to get it down in cost. And then C, remove devilish details. We also don't need gold, so we can get rid of the wealthy whelp. And then the rest of this should Probably go into removals. I don't need these bloated wolves. I still want the fireballs. Definitely don't want the spear steward. I don't know that I'm gonna. It's weird, but I really don't know that I'm gonna hellvent this reforming ooze. It's at 538 attack, which is obviously very good, and it has 10 reanimate. But I almost just want to get the Tome of Horrors, but I think I'll still will hellvent that. So if I am gonna hellvent that, we should get rid of a shield steward. And then these whelps are probably the next worst thing, right? Or I guess the sanguine assistant. Since I can't play them out, yeah, the Sanguine Assistant's worse. Well, to some degree. I got the artifact that makes it easier, but I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll get the Ooze. Probably be silly not to dupe that. Even though I was very tempted to do the Tome of Horrors. So I think we'll set up mid with our main floor here. Just do this. That looks good. We got both the small gifts here. Not too shabby. Here, let's give this guy the business. You know, let's just get a bunch of unstable here. It's probably enough. Might as well save the mix-a-lot right now, since just make use of my hand better. And my future boiler room shenanigans better. They're all dying, so let's do this. Let's do that to get the Ember, I guess, but not that I even need it. I suppose we could play this here. I only have 2 reanimate after all that. Oh, whatever. It's not that big a deal, I guess. I could always pivot to using the top slime if things go too south. It's going to give a lot of attack to them, but I don't care. Alright, we got definitely better reanimate that time around. Alright, this is a cursed thing. I'm just going to play it out and try to get a new one here. For some reason I thought there was a silencer that round. There's a silencer. You know, for this one we could just do that. No biggie. Seems like another cursed one here. Let's just get rid of that. Start a new one. The reanimate number doesn't go up too high when it's really not cooperating. But we'll get there eventually. This kind of goes hand in hand, though, with me saying, like, maybe the Tomahawks would have been better. Granted, it's only one more reanimate in this context, but it's fine, I suppose. I keep forgetting I need to play that calcified ember. That is one downside of per KO. Alright, that was a good one. Oh, and we got the pyre ball, perfect. If I can fucking click it, Jesus. Alright, have some of that. I'll remember to play it here. Alright, should be good to go. Alright. Shale shell. Not super needed. I mean, when I got the Abyssal Prism, I haven't even been playing into it. Honestly, I forgot I had it, but I am getting theoretically, a lot of reanimate to the whole floor. So do I really need a shale shell? Probably not. Then again, I guess it's better than those. It really wants me to get the Pyreborn Insignia, apparently. Pyre Stone doesn't do anything for us here. Spirit Breaker Charge is alright. Yeah. Now I wish I had the money-making whelp again, but that's okay. In this fight, we'll go bottom floor again. Not really any reason not to. Granted, yeah, it should be fine. I think that would make the most sense. Ah, I used the wrong one. You know what? That's okay. This one can be above just blasting the enemy. We can live with it. Let's do this here. I get an extra ember from it when it dies from the trample hit. Alright, you can have that. probably hold this here, I'm thinking. Alright, I can give all of these the Abyssal Prism proc here. Though maybe I want Sanguine Assistant to die. I don't see why that would be. I'm failing to come up with a good reason for why they would want that. Alright, they're all statted up. Probably just need to fish for purple at this point, honestly, since this guy will die to you. I can throw this here. This doesn't really help me that necessarily. Here, I can do this and it will help. Alright, we got the purple. Looking for melee weakness at this point. Yeah, there's not really any point in sapping. Just gonna get some melee weakness. Alright, that's a lot. And then you'll die here, perfect. Alright, well, as a run. It was already one run before we picked up all the broken stuff. Shout out to Devil's Deal, still not being good ever. $8.28. Could have had more if I, focused the proper unit at the bottom there. Though maybe not. I mean, it's maybe dying around the same amount on that last battle, since you're always getting attacked and you're always having corruption and all that. It definitely would have got a little bit more had it gone on the other one. So yeah, 700. Wait. Anyone want to tell me how they arrived at the 800 number? I mean, I'm not a wizard in math, but something doesn't add up here. Something doesn't add up here. Because this guy has 631 attack, and this guy has 733 attack. Where is 800 something? You know what? We'll just say yes, sure. We'll just nod along with the game. Sure, buddy, 800. A lot of my favorite cards, but pretty impossible to go through a Lazarus League run without finding my favorite cards, because like half their friggin' cards are my favorite cards. Reforming Ooze is just always fun, no matter what you do with it, but yeah, it's just such a ridiculous unit. I mean, we obviously high rolled it with the reanimate, but even without that high roll reanimate, you saw what the deck was. We really didn't need the 10 reanimate. The 4 would have been fine. We were stacking a lot from spells. We could have been more greedy with it too. We didn't need to min-max that much since everything was so broken. But yeah, that was a fun one. Feel free to try that one out. There's obviously a lot of different routes that you could have taken there. You could have just went with the test subject alpha and scaled it with a lot of stuff. There was a lot of attack scaling offered. You could also have just, not done Ooze, but done, like, stacked your own unit with a bunch of unstable, and then stacking a bunch of reanimate. That would work too. I mean, that's kind of what we were kind of doing at the end, but farming. That's pretty common with Ooze. It's like if you have a deck where Ooze is good enough, then you probably were good enough just to have any potato be good because you could stack unstable and reanimate on it. But we didn't actually stack that much unstable on it, so it was fine. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.